I saw the backlash that Internet Girl was getting, in my mind I was like, either Hype does a whole music rebrand or they double down on the Internet Girl gnarly sound because it's now being associated as cat's-eye genre. And which artist wouldn't want to be known as someone who created or popularized something no matter how bad it is? So when I heard the Pinky Up leaks, I wasn't surprised that they chose to double down on the Dubai chocolate matcha labubu music. I was just disappointed they went that route, and I just kept thinking, this group has so much potential. Why are we here? At some point, while the leaks were circulating, I genuinely thought, there is no way this is a real song. It felt too unserious. But then more clips came out. Then the choreography snippets started showing up. Then people started hyping it. And once that happened, I already knew there was no going back. Even if Hype X Geffen had any doubts, seeing the song trend and get engagement would have been enough for them to push it out anyways. And that is where I started getting a bit irritated. Not even just at the company, but at the whole cycle around it. Because it is literally the same pattern every time. The leaks drop, people gas it up, it goes viral, the company takes that as validation, the song gets released, and suddenly reality hits and everyone switches up and starts dragging it. We saw it with Internet Girl. People were hyping it up before release, and the moment it actually dropped, the tone shifted completely. Also, I'm a firm believer that Internet Girl is the reason behind the huge katseye hate train that happened earlier this year. And because of Internet Girl, I also think something else happened that doesn't get talked about enough. It retroactively dragged Gnarly down with it. Gnarly had survived being called a bad song. It grew on people and they ended up liking it. And then Internet Girl dropped, and it was like everyone woke up from the gnarly hypnosis. Suddenly, people were dunking on that too. Because of these two songs alone, Cat's-Eye's overall reputation has been affected. They are now known as a girl group with bad music. So, going into the official release, I was already tired. I was already expecting to confirm everything I thought about it. But then I actually listened to the full song and watched the music video, and it surprised me in a sort of very minuscule positive way. Now, I would not say Pinky Up is good or perfect, because it is definitely not. There are still parts of it that do not fully land for me, but some parts were alright, I guess. The first part of the song is actually nice. That is the thing that caught me off guard immediately. They actually sang and showed some vocal moments instead of just talking over a beat. I would have actually never expected a song with that chorus to have that kind of intro. At some point, I started wondering if that EDM Pinky Up chorus was bait because how did they plan on incorporating it with the first part? Well, that was until we got to the chorus, but let's hold on for a second on that part. Another issue is the display of vocals is very brief. We only hear the singing, only in the beginning, before we are switched to the brain rot Dubai chocolate matcha labubu part. And controversial opinion, but I kind of like the visuals and music video direction. I know this might be controversial to say, given how chaotic it is, but that's kind of the point. The chaos works because the song is also kind of chaotic in a way, if that makes any sense. I feel like the concept is chaos, both musically and visually. There's no straight direction. The first part is very different from the later loud EDM part. It's messy but seems intentional. And honestly, I cannot even imagine this song with a clean or minimal concept. It would not work. This kind of track needs visuals that are just as loud and unpredictable as the music, and that is exactly what they went for. A mess of a visual for a mess of a song. It fits, alright, it does, it fits. The choreography was also great, which at this point is kind of expected from them. Their choreos always carry their songs. Whoever is making their choreography really tries to make something different. Very often, you see some particular dance steps be repeated by many groups, but Katseye gets genuinely unique, never-done-before choreography. The choreographer is really on something. I don't know what, but he's definitely on something. Anyways, all those parts aside. But then we get to the chorus that comprises of the vast majority of the song. Now, the first half of this track genuinely delivered in a way I was not expecting based on what was circulating beforehand. But the chorus is not it. I'm sorry, I genuinely am. I wanted to be able to say the whole song was a win and close out this piece on a fully positive note. But the chorus is genuinely the weakest part of the track. And the issue is that annoying pinky up comprises of almost the entirety of the song. Even if the first part was good, the fact that the vast majority of the song is that atrocious chorus automatically destroys any sort of thing they were trying to do in the beginning. The chorus doesn't belong to the same song. Like if you describe the vibe of the first part of Pinky Up to someone and then played them the chorus, they would not connect the two. There wasn't even any particular build up to it. We just jump into the loud EDM out of nowhere. No bridge, no warning. And yeah, I still do not think the chorus is that good. And more importantly, I do not think it fits the song. It kind of throws everything off a bit. That first part should have gone to a different song. It's like wasted. It's one of those things where you can almost hear what they were going for and you understand the intention, but the execution just doesn't land. Maybe they wanted something more accessible, more singable, something that will work at Coachella with a crowd that doesn't know all the words. This song was definitely made for parties, raves, and TikToks and nightclubs. In fact, I feel like it was created specifically for Coachella. And this is where I circle back to the bigger picture with Katseye's music. Hybe X Geffen probably plans on making this Katseye signature sound. I actually understand what they're going for, but I feel like they can go for the experimental EDM techno hyperpop type sound while the lyrics still make sense and the song still sounds good. I also want to talk about how the fans are contributing to them releasing this type of music. You guys are the ones encouraging this behavior. Like, what are we even doing? Why are we doing dance trends to a leaked song and making it go viral before its release? You don't have to Stockholm Syndrome yourself, guys. It's fine to admit the song is not good. It's made to trend on TikTok, but it's not made to be listened, if you get what I'm saying. The song being catchy and calm for some seconds wouldn't matter in the long run. It may sound good on TikTok, but the average person won't listen to this casually. This song is the epitome of made to trend, not to be listened. And it's crazy because EDM, hyperpop, techno, electropop, and more can have good lyrics, can have singing, can have way better beats. Plus, while we're at it, let's talk about how the hell an entire song and choreo is leaking. This isn't the first or second time. How does this even happen? Are they doing this on purpose to test the waters first? Or is the company's account protected by hopes and dreams? About Manon being absent, well, we already know what's up with that, or don't. I don't want to say much about it anymore until we get an actual update. Is she leaving the group or is this something that will pass? We shall see in the future. Regardless of what it is, the group and the fandom will never be the same and might never recover. And that is all for now. We will be looking forward to their Coachella performance. Let's see how that plays out because every day it's something.